Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now in this video I have the top 7 tips for getting better at Riven's fast combo. Now I came up with 7 because it was a little bit more than 5. I felt like I could come up with 5, but 8, 9, and 10 was kind of a stretch. So I thought these were pretty solid 7 tips that I could come up with. And really quick, I just want to say we've been getting about 1,500 subscribers every single week on the YouTube channel, which is mind-blowing. I can't believe it. It puts the biggest smile on my face ever. You guys are awesome. And I actually really hate when these bigger YouTubers say things like they dislike their fans or don't care about their fans. I think that's the completely wrong attitude to have. I think you should be, very grateful for the people who watch your video, because you guys should be just as much a part of this as I am. Which is why right now on my Discord, if you haven't joined it, the link will be in the description down below. I have a text channel called Video Ideas, where essentially I post an idea, a seed of an idea, and then you guys can upvote it, you can downvote it, whether you think it's good or bad. And I actually did that for this video, and it got very well received. So because of you guys, because of, the democracy we have here, the give and take, videos like these get to happen. It gets to be possible. So I think that's really cool. I think that's how YouTubers should run their channel. So if you guys think that's a cool idea, join the Discord down below. If this video helped you out and you thought it was helpful for you, hit that like button. If you're new here and you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, and let's just get right into it. Okay, so tip number 1 is actually something kind of odd. I suggest you to actually zoom in a couple notches on your mouse button when you're first learning how to do the fast combo. Now the reason why this is helpful is because it actually allows you to see exactly what's going on when you do the fast combo. And if you don't know what it is that's happening, essentially what's happening is when you're clicking, you're speeding up, or in some cases when you do it really fast, completely cutting off the last part of the animation on Riven's Q. Riven's Q is a spin that she does either in place if you mouse over, or towards her target if she has no target. So that's really how it works. That's what happens when you fast combo. So when you're first learning or when you're practicing or warming up for the day, I suggest you to zoom in just a little bit, just a couple notches on your mouse. Now tip number 2 is to click a lot. Now this is the part of the video where you realize that everything you do in life has a consequence. One way or the other, life is all about trade-offs, and the trade-off for playing Riven is that me and other Riven players like Adrian, Dakar, Boxbox, whoever, we're gonna have carpal tunnel. Like that's just, I'm gonna have crazy carpal tunnel because I click a lot. I press my keys a lot. I press my keys 280,000 Qs this season. 280,000 Qs on this account alone. On this account. So I click a lot, I press my keys a lot. You have to do that if you want to play Riven. If you want to play her at a top level, that's just how it works. So if you don't believe me, if you don't believe how much I click and that I'm going to have carpal tunnel, how about you just listen to it for yourself? Now tip number 3 is to compare and contrast when you do the fast combo, when you don't do it, what's working and what's not, how much faster it is. Now if you don't have any recording software like OBS or Plays.tv, that's okay. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like. On the left here is the fast combo, and on the right is the normal combo, not clicking off. You can see it is faster. It's only slightly faster, but that's because you don't even need to do it that quickly just to make a big difference. You only need to be able to do it just a little bit. You only need to click off a couple of times if you really want to increase the speed at which you can do your fast combo. But the better you are at it, and the more accurate your clicks and the more times you click, the faster it will be. Now tip number 4 is in the masteries. Now the most important thing here to look at is the Fury mastery, the one I have highlighted, the plus 4% attack speed. You do not want to mess with this. You want to keep this consistent. So if you never have it on and never use this, do not start putting it on. And if you do have it on and only use this, never take this off. I cannot stress this enough. If you start messing around with your attack speed, if you start throwing in attack speed runes or building Triforce or things like that, you get messed up. You start getting used to that attack speed, and then when you go back to playing legit and not using attack speed Riven runes or something like that, then you're going to start messing up. You're going to miss your clicks. You're going to expect yourself to have more attack speed, especially when you use your A move. So that is something that's very important. You need to keep your runes and masteries consistent with your attack speed. You need to know what your base attack speed is as Riven. You need to know exactly what attack speed is going to feel like at level 10, level 11, 16, you know, whenever. Throughout the game, you need to get used to the attack speed. So that's why it's really important to keep this consistent. Now, number 5 is about A clicking. Now, this is called attack move clicking. If you don't know what this is, I do have a video on it. You can see it here. It's an older video that I made back in March, but it still holds up today. It's about orb walking and kiting. And a lot of people think that you only need to do this on AD carries, but it actually does work on Riven. You can actually A move or A click for your fast combo. It actually does work. The only problem here is that it is more consistent than right clicking, and you cannot accidentally misclick like you can right click. You could right click off of a target and not click these wolves, but when you A click, a lot of times, especially with the spaghetti code that Riot has, you know, that we have to work with here, it doesn't work sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't actually auto the thing closest to you, so you can end up autoing minions. You can auto the wrong thing when you're clearing jungle camps, but it is useful, and I recommend you try to get used to it at least a little bit. Now, number 6 is the graphic settings, and once again, this is something that we want to keep consistent. If you look at mine, in my in-game graphic settings, I have 144 frames a second cap. I have very high everything. The reason why I don't stream on this account anymore is because I hate to mess with my settings, because when I stream, I have to lower the graphics down, which is very annoying. But if you also look here, I have this highlighted in red. Anti-aliasing is on and vertical sync is off. I recommend you to not play with vertical sync on. Maybe you're doing it right now, and I recommend you take it off. You will feel like you can actually fast combo if you take it off. If you're playing with it on, sometimes it can mess you up because of what it does. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm not going to pretend to know exactly what vertical sync is, but I find that with it off and with anti-aliasing on, that allows me to do the fast combo at the max speed. And also, it's worth noting, obviously you don't need to have everything on very high. It's not even an advantage. I play just fine on medium settings, so you can play on medium settings. I just would recommend you to at least have a PC that can get 60 frames a second. That is very helpful. Also, good ping is very helpful as well, but you guys know that. Every Riven player knows that it's obviously a lot easier if you have high frames and low ping. And tip number 7 is the most important thing on this list, and that's just to practice. You know, a lot of people ask me, what are my stats? How long have I been playing Riven? Well, across 4 accounts, I estimate I've played close to 1,000 Riven games. I've been playing Riven for 1 year, since late Worlds of 2015, and I've been playing 20 minutes per day in custom games, practicing fast combo, all the other combos, practicing everything, at least 20 minutes per day. And I've also played about 750 of those 1,000 games as ranked games, so you know that I've been practicing in ranked. I've been playing Riven for a long time, a year or so, and close to 1,000 games. You have to remember that everything in life takes practice. If you sat in your front yard and you shot arrows at a target for 1 hour a day for 365 days, eventually you would get pretty good. Eventually, after a while, it would seem too easy and you would start to throw in some trick shots. So just remembering that is very helpful. Everything in life takes practice one way or the other. A lot of people message me every day on Discord. They say, hey man, I just got level 5 Riven for the first time. Am I getting there? Am I going to be as good as you soon? And I just tell them, no, not at all. I've been level 5 Riven for 11 months. You know, I've been playing Riven for a long time, for 1,000 games. So you do have to practice. It's going to take a long time. There's a reason why Riven is considered one of the hardest, if not the hardest champion in the game to play and to master. So that's why it takes so long, because it's not easy. None of this is easy. Nobody ever said that playing Riven was a walk in the park. It's not a cakewalk. So I hope that helped you guys out. You know, I wanted to make this video because you guys have been asking me, hey, how do I get better at the fast combo? Why do I still suck after practicing 30 minutes a day for a couple days? It's just because it takes a long time, man. It takes a long time. So keep practicing, keep grinding. Let me know how the progress goes in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. Smash that like button if you thought this was useful for you. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I feel so alive. I've never felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights in my